Here at Cockfosters, platforms 2 and 3 share the same track, but all doors open onto platform 3. Not sure why, but at Morden on the Northern Line, the platforms 1 and 2 share the same track, the doors open on platform 2, platform 1 is disused. Also, doors and platforms 3 and 4 share the same track at Morden, but the doors open on both sides. So anyways, from tomorrow, Tuesday 31st of October until Monday 11th of September, westbound trains will not stop at South Ealing. Continue to Northfields and change there for an eastbound train to South Ealing. Then from Wednesday 13th of December until Monday 22nd of January 2024, eastbound trains will not stop at South Ealing. Continue to Acton Town and change there for a westbound train to South Ealing. This is due to TfL renewing the stairs. Also, this train is for Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Also making the most of the 1973 stock while I still can, because sadly TfL will not reuse Julie, Berry or Adrian on the new trains, according to a Freedom of Information request on whatdotheyknow.com. This time it's Cockfosters to Heathrow Terminal 5. Because last year I did Cockfosters to Heathrow Terminal 4. As soon as Terminal 4 reopened, then before South Ealing closes to eastbound trains, I'll definitely do Heathrow Terminal 4 to Cockfosters, preferably one that stops at Turnham Green. Still waiting for the green signal, then we should be on our way. Okay, now we're ready to go.
This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the doors. This train is ready to leave. Good thing they updated that announcement, because Terminal 1 closed in 2015 when one of the other terminals expanded. Either Terminal 2 or 3.
The next station is Oakwood.
It's a shit decision that TfL have made by choosing to not reuse Julie, Berry or Adrian on the new trains. Meanwhile, Merseyrail are continuing to use Julie, Berry from the 507s, 508s on their brand new 777s. Same with West Midlands trains operating London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway, where the 730s will have Julie, Berry, like on the 319s that they're replacing, and the 323s. Like on the 196s, 172s, 350s and the soon to be in service 150s. Thameslink had Julie-Berry on 319s, 377s and 387s, like on the existing 700s. And Southeastern are continuing to use Julie-Berry on the brand new 707s, while ex-Southwest train South Western Railway 707s now pulling into Oakwood. A couple of services are terminating early, either at Oakwood or Arnos Grove, for some reason. Late running, I suppose.
This is Oakwood. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. This train is ready to depart.
The next station is Southgate.
This is a Luton Airport Express service to Luton Airport Parkway. Welcome aboard this East Midlands Railway service to Corby. This is a Luton Airport Express service to Luton Airport Parkway, calling at Luton Airport Parkway, Luton, Bedford, Wellingborough, Kettering and Corby. Smoking is not allowed anywhere on this train. This includes in the toilets and between the carriages. Safety information is provided on posted in every carriage. Please take some time to read this important information. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of our team or the British Transport Police. You can also text the British Transport Police on 61016. Remember the 3 S's. See it, say it, sorted. Our next stop will be Luton Airport Parkway. Greater Anglia used to have Julie-Berry on the 317s, 321s, 322s, 360s and 379s, until they were replaced by the 720s, 745s and 755s, also on all other old stock 170s, 153s, 156s. But on the Class 90s and Mark III sets, only the Guard did announcements. Thankfully, they are still using Julie-Berry on 720s, 745s and 755s. This is coach number 6 of 6. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
This is Southgate. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the doors.
The next station is Arnos Grove.
Welcome aboard this Chiltern Railway service to Aylesbury Vale Parkway, calling at Harrow-on-the-Hill, Rickmansworth, Chorleywood, Chalfont and Latimer, Amersham, Great Missenden, Wendover, Stoke Mandeville, Aylesbury, and Aylesbury Vale Parkway. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Stratford. This is a service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Shenfield. Welcome to the service to Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Shenfield, Billericay, Wakefield, Raleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport and Southend Victoria. Welcome to this service for Norwich. We will be calling at Colchester, Manningtree, Ipswich, Diss and Norwich. Please mind the gap.
This is Arnos Grove. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
The next station
Looking at the time, we're running about 4 minutes early. We maybe held it about a short while.
The next station will be Bounds Green. Change for national rail services from Bowes Park. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Welcome to this Merseyrail service to New Brighton, calling at Moorfields, Liverpool Lime Street, Liverpool Central, James Street, Hamilton Square, Conway Park, Birkenhead Park, Birkenhead North, Wallasey Village, Wallasey Grove Road and New Brighton. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. This train is for New Brighton. The next station is Conway Park. Welcome aboard this service to Brighton. We will be calling at Flitwick, Harlington, Leagrave, Luton, Luton Airport Parkway, Harpenden, St Albans City, West Hampstead Thameslink, London St Pancras International, Farringdon, City Thameslink, London Blackfriars, London Bridge, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Balcombe, Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill, Hassocks, Preston Park and Brighton. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
The next station is Bounds Green.
Change for national rail services from Bowes Park. Please be aware that we will be underground for up to 50 minutes until Barons Court. Please mind the gaps between the train and the platform. This station is Bounds Green.
Help us to keep your journey running safely and smoothly. Keep your luggage with you at all times. See something and Turnham Green.
Change here for National Rail services from Bowes Park. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is Wood Green.
This is Wood Green. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Some trains terminate here. There's a reversing siding just over there outside of the station. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is London St Pancras International. This train terminates at Brighton. We will be calling at Farringdon, City Thameslink, London Blackfriars, London Bridge, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Haywards Heath, Burgess Hill and Brighton. Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. We will be calling at Fenny Stratford, Bow Brickhill, Woburn Sands, Apsley Guys, Richmond, Lidlington, Millbrook, Stewartby, Kempston Hardwick, Bedford St John's and Bedford. The next station is Bedford St John's. We are now approaching Bedford St John's. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. We are now approaching Bedford, our final stop where this train terminates. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. This is Bedford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. This train is for Heathrow Terminal 5. Passengers for stations to Uxbridge should change at Acton Town. Passengers for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change at Hatton Cross. Or Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 for the Elizabeth line, which runs every 15 minutes. This is Turnpike Lane. Please take care when leaving the train due to the high step down onto the platform.
This is Turnpike Lane. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. The next station is Manor House. Change for London Overground from Haringey Green Lanes.
Station is Manor House.
Change for London Overground and National Rail services from Haringey Green Lanes. This is Manor House. Change here for London Overground from Haringey Green Lanes.
This is Manor House. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Station is Finsbury Park. Change for the Victoria Line and National Rail services.
This is Finsbury Park. Change here for Victoria Line and National Rail services. This is Finsbury Park.
This is Finsbury Park. Change here for the Victoria Line and National Rail services. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is Finsbury Park. This train terminates at Horsham. We will be calling at London St Pancras International, Farringdon, City Thameslink, London Blackfriars, London Bridge, East Croydon, Coulston South, Merstham, Redhill, Hawley, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Crawley, Ifield, Littlehaven and Horsham. Please stand clear of the doors. This train is ready to depart. The next station is Arsenal. Or Gillespie Road.
The next station is Arsenal.
Welcome aboard this service to London Euston. That's nice. This is Arsenal. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Airport Terminals 2, 3 and 5. Please mind the doors. Watch how the doors open just as the train stops, similar to on the Bakerloo and Victoria lines.
Holloway Road. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
The next station is Caledonian Road. Change for London Overground from Caledonian Road and Barnsbury.
The next station is Caledonian Road.
Doors will open on the right-hand side.
Caledonian Road. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. St Pancras. Change for Victoria, Northern, Hounslow City, Metropolitan and Circle lines and national and international rail services.
Exit here for the British Library and services to Gatwick and Luton Airport. Exit here for services to Gatwick and Luton airports and the British Library. Avoid Luton where possible.
This is King's Cross St Pancras. Change here for the Victoria, Northern, Hounslow City, Metropolitan and Circle lines and national and international rail services. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Pickpockets operate at this station.
Ah yes, Phil Sayer. Lovely voice. The next train to Rayners Lane will depart in 10 minutes. The next train to Rayners Lane will depart in 15 minutes. Alternatively, you can take the Metropolitan line. For Rayners Lane and intermediate stations to Uxbridge. Welcome to this service for Norwich. We will be calling at Stratford, Chelmsford, Colchester, Manningtree, Ipswich, Stowmarket, Diss and Norwich. The next stop will be Stratford. Change for Central Line, Jubilee Line, London Overground, Elizabeth Line and DLR. Exit for Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. Please mind the closing doors. This train is ready to depart. The next station is Russell Square. Exit for the British Museum. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Airport Terminals 2 and 3 and 5. British Museum. This is
Russell Square. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the doors. The next station is Holborn. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Change for the Central line. Exit for British Museum.
The next station is Holborn. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Central.
Train is the southern service to Brighton, calling at Bishopston, Newhaven Town, Lewes, Falmer, Moulscombe, London Road Brighton, and Brighton. The next station is Bishopston.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Holborn. Change here for the Central line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the doors. This train is ready to depart. The next station is Covent Garden. Exit for London Transport Museum.
The next station is Covent Garden. This is Covent Garden. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. The next station is Leicester Square. Change for the Northern line.
Is Leicester Square. Change for the Northern line. This is Leicester Square. Change here for the Northern line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Station is Piccadilly is Piccadilly Circus. Change here for the Piccadilly line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Welcome aboard the South Eastern service to Orpington, calling at Brixton, Herne Hill, West Dulwich, Sydenham Hill, Pengeast, Kent House, Beckenham Junction, Shortlands, Bromley South, Bickley, Petswood, and Orpington. The next station is Brixton.
The next station is Green Park. Change for the Jubilee and Victoria lines.
Exit for Buckingham Palace. Alight here for Buckingham Palace.
This is Green Park. Change here for the Jubilee and Victoria lines. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service for Shrewsbury. We will be calling at Smethwick-Galton Bridge, Wolverhampton, Bilbrook, Codsall, Albrighton, Cosford, Shifnal, Telford Central, Oakengate, Wellington, and Shrewsbury. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service for Crewe. We will be calling at Milton Keynes Central, Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe. It's nice that we are running early. The next train to Rayners Lane will depart in 13 minutes. Passengers for Rayners Lane should change at Acton Town. Anyone travelling onward towards Eastcote, Ruislip Manor, Ruislip, Ickenham, Hillingdon, Ruxbridge should change at Rayners Lane. Anyone for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change at Hatton Cross or Terminals 2 and 3. Please mind the closing doors. This train is ready to depart. Sort of. Now we are ready to depart. The next station is Hyde Park Corner. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next station is Hyde Park Corner.
When you see something that looks unusual, speak to a member of staff or text British Transport Police on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Piccadilly line is now very popular, especially outside of Zone 1. Also because of the shit decision to not using junior new trains.
This is Hyde Park Corner. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
The next station is Knightsbridge. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Exit for Harrods. Staff passing this point must comply with safety instructions. Danger, high voltage. Passengers must not pass this point. Offenders will be prosecuted. Danger, moving trains. Do not alight here. Use the doors further along the carriage. But these doors are open. The next train to Terminal 4 will depart in 5 minutes. Will arrive in 5 minutes? I already see 117 over there. This is not... Please stand clear of the closing doors. This train is ready to depart.
The next station is Knightsbridge. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Exit for Harrods. Exit here for Harrods.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Knightsbridge. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
How could TfL not reuse such a wonderful voice on their new trains for the Piccadilly line?
Is South Kensington. Change for the District and Circle lines.
A light for the Natural History, Science and Victoria and Albert Museums and Royal Albert Hall.
This is South Kensington. Change here for the District and Circle lines. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. District line also serves Gloucester Road, by the way.
Gloucester Road. Change here for the Circle line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. This is a Merseyrail service to Liverpool Central.
is Earls Court. Change here on the District line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
From our next station, Ravenscourt, until Heathrow Airport, we will be overground, until Hounslow West. There is a brief overground section between Hounslow West and Hatton Cross.
The next station is Ravenscourt. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Change for the District line.
overground until Hounslow West. There's District Line slow stock. That must be what the S stock stands for. S in S stock.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Ravenscourt. Change here for the District Line. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Station is Hammersmith. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Change for the District and Hammersmith and City lines.
And Circle Line. Technically, the Circle Line Hammersmith branch is the Hammersmith and City line, shared with the Hammersmith and City line from Hammersmith to Liverpool Street via Wood Lane, Paddington, Baker Street and King's Cross St Pancras, as far as Liverpool Street. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Arnos Grove. And there is the District Line to Ealing Broadway.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Hammersmith. Change here for the District and Hammersmith and City lines. The next station is Acton Town. This is a Piccadilly Line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
There goes the slow stock to Ealing Broadway. I mean, the S stock is slightly faster at 60 miles per hour, especially between Finsbury Road and Wembley Park on the Metropolitan line.
The next station is Acton Town. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Change for the District Line and Piccadilly Line services to other destinations.
Ravenscourt Park. Hello, slow stock. Goodbye, slow stock. That was an interesting whistle from another 1973 stock. Stamford Brook, another station we're not stopping at. And lots of slow stop District Line trains. also pass through Turnham Green, which is only served by the Piccadilly line after 10:30 every evening, and until 6:50 or 7:45 the following morning. 6:50 the following morning on Mondays to Saturdays, 7:45 the following morning on Sundays. All night tube services on Friday and Saturday nights to stop at Turnham Green. Nice having a little bounce on 1973 stock. Down goes the Richmond branch of the District line. Chiswick Park.
Please may I remind you this is a Piccadilly line service calling all stations to Heathrow, Terminals 2 and 3, and then on to Terminal 5. Now any customers who are travelling towards the Rayners Lane and Uxbridge branch, you must change at the next station, which is Acton Town. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Also, there may be a slight delay in the platform at Acton Town, as there is a scheduled change of drivers.
On the other side, after leaving Acton Town, will be the London Transport Museum Depot, which is where the 1938 stock used for the occasional tour rests sometimes. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Acton Town.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Acton Town. Change here.
For the District line and Piccadilly line services to Rayners Lane and Uxbridge. The next station is South Ealing. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Airport Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
This is Acton Town.
Please stand clear of the doors. This train is for all stations to Heathrow Airport Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
The next station is South Ealing.
Up there is the London Transport Museum Depot. Once again, the 1938 stock that does the occasional tour is resting there. stop at westbound trains will not stop at South Ealing until 11th of December. The stairs at South Ealing will be renewed between Tuesday 31st of October 2023 and Monday 22nd of January 2024. Some trains may not stop at South Ealing. Passengers for South Ealing should change at Northfields or Acton Town and catch a train in the opposite direction towards South Ealing. Hoping that there'll be a 1973 stock farewell tour. If there is, I'm definitely going to it. And also the next 1938 stock tour.
Is South Ealing. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. This train is ready to depart. The next station is Northfields.
Station is Northfields. Is Northfields. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Very similar to the Merseyrail 507, 508. Very similar door alarms, to the Merseyrail 507s and 508s. And 1972 stock on the Bakerloo line.
When you see something that looks unusual, speak to a member of staff or text British Transport Police on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sort it.
Haven't done the Heathrow branch since Terminal 4 reopened in June 2022. I did do the Heathrow branch in June 2022, but that was right after Heathrow Terminal 4 reopened.
Is Boston Manor. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please mind the closing doors.
The next station is Osterley. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Change at Hatton Cross for services to Heathrow Terminal 4. Change at Terminals 2 and 3 for Elizabeth Line services to Terminal 4 or Elizabeth Line services to Paddington. Heathrow Expense services also operate to Paddington and run 15 minutes non-stop. Journey times between Paddington and Heathrow Central for Terminals 2 and 3, 15 minutes on the Heathrow Express or Heathrow Expense because it's a whopping £25 for a single or £37 for return. The Elizabeth line is cheaper and takes only half an hour. In business first is £32 one way or £55 return. And railcard discount does not work for business first, only standard. So with a 1625, 2630, senior, disabled persons, family and friends, veterans or HM Forces railcards, you could buy a single for 1650 or a return for 2440. Definitely cheaper taking the Elizabeth line than it is with the Express or the Expense. Best choice of travel to and from Heathrow, between Zone 1 and Heathrow, Piccadilly line with Julie Berry. This is a Piccadilly line service to Cockfosters, Elizabeth line with Emma Hignett. This is a train to Shenfield via Stratford. Next station, Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3, or Heathrow Expense with Janin Cooper Marshall as the ex-Great Western Railway units. Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Penzance. The next station is Reading. This is a Great Western Railway service to Penzance. Find quieter times to travel with TfL Go, more busier times. This is Osterley.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Osterley. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please stand behind the yellow line.
Is Hounslow East. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
The Mind the Gap announcer at Hounslow East is not as legendary as Phil Sayers' "Mind the Gap please," or Oswald Lawrence at Embankment on northbound Northern Line, "Mind the Gap," which often gets interrupted by station staff. Especially during busy times where there's lots of people on the platform who can't stand behind the yellow line.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Hounslow East. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
I definitely prefer Phil Sayers' "Mind the Gap please."
Due to the weather conditions, surfaces around the station may be slippery.
Is Hounslow Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Please note we will be underground after Hounslow West for the rest of our journey towards Heathrow Airport, Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Hounslow Central. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Please mind the closing doors.
Station is Hounslow West. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train is going to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Customers for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change here and wait for a train to Terminal 4.
Yeah, the Heathrow Terminal 4 announcements were disabled when it was closed from 9th of May 2020 until 14th of June 2022. If they weren't removed, then the driver would have to interrupt, or have to cut it off. Journey time from Hounslow West to Heathrow stations takes about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the situation. Step-free access at this station is for manual wheelchair users only. Please be aware that we are underground for 15 minutes, which is the rest of our journey to Heathrow Terminal 5.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Hounslow West. Customers for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change here and wait on this platform for a train to Terminal 4. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. The next station is Hatton Cross. This train is going to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Customers for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change here and wait for a train to Terminal 4.
So apparently the rumours of Adrian saying see it sorted at Hatton Cross were lies. They're at Boston Manor instead. Hello, above ground section, which is very brief, I know. So Alpha 6, Bravo Lima, Charlie, Boeing 787 has just landed as EY25 from Abu Dhabi. This is Hatton Cross. This train is going to Terminals 2 and 3 and 5.
This is Hatton Cross. Customers for Heathrow Terminal 4 should change here and wait on this platform for a train to Terminal 4. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Okay, so we may be held for a while because of how early we are. The next train to Terminal 4 is only 3 minutes away. 173. Because these trains do change direction at the Terminal 4 loop, similar to the 1992 stop on Central Line, which changes direction at the Hainault loop. 1995 stock on the Northern Line changes direction at the Kennington loop. And the S7 stock specifically, changes direction across the Circle Line. Well, it depends really. It's 1995 stock on the Northern Line.
Station is Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3. Please remember to keep all your personal belongings with you at all times. Change for the Elizabeth line.
Well, that's neat. For a train that's going in like 2 years or so, that is actually a great announcement. It's a shame they're not being reused on the new trains. With the 1973 stock trains, once they leave the Piccadilly line, will they get scrapped? Or because they're not as old as the 1972 stock on the Bakerloo line. Trains may wait for up to 8 minutes at Terminal 4 before continuing to Terminals 2 and 3 and eventually Central London. Back to Central London, I mean. What was I meant to say? Back to Central London via Hatton Cross. Covent Garden, station is busy weekends and evenings. Avoid the crowds by walking there from Leicester Square 6 minutes, Holborn 9 minutes. The walk is clearly signposted above ground and on maps at both stations.
Is Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3. Please remember to keep all your personal belongings with you at all times. Change here for the Elizabeth line. This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5.
Better than Sarah Parnell's new ship recordings on the Bakerloo line 1972 stock, 1992 stock on the Central line, and 1996 stock on the Jubilee line.
next station is Heathrow Terminal 5. Change for the Elizabeth line. This train will terminate here. All change. Please ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you.
Thankfully it doesn't mention the Heathrow Express because of how expensive it is. Even if you do have a rail card. I mean, it's slightly cheaper if you have a rail card. Shame that there is no signal, no 5G data or 4G data in any of the Piccadilly line tunnels, only the Elizabeth line and Heathrow Express tunnels. I mean at Heathrow Airport specifically. And just like that, we are now at the end of the journey, Heathrow Terminal 5. This train terminates here, all change.
This is Heathrow Terminal 5. Change here for the Elizabeth line. This train terminates here, all change. Please ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you.
Is it the end of the journey, Heathrow Terminal 5? All announcements here are done by the airport's Aviavox system rather than Eleanor Hamilton. Thankfully, Anne announces on platforms 3 and 4, Elizabeth line and Heathrow Express. The train just going to reverse in one of the two sidings over there. The Piccadilly line trains depart every 10 minutes. And at the front is 133. Actually very quiet here. So once again, the current voices of London Underground trains are on the Bakerloo line. So the Bakerloo line has Emma Clark featuring Sarah Parnell for newer recordings, although Emma Clark will be replaced by Adrian. Sarah Parnell is on the does new recordings on the Bakerloo, Central and Waterloo City lines. Also, I like Sarah Parnell better on the 2009 stock and S stock rather than those shitty new recordings on the 1972 stock, 1992 stock and 1996 stock. 1996 stock ones are the worst. Gotta go now. Goodbye.
Please leave the train.